Hello, beautifuls. It's Charla here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So this is the first pile, which was the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay, so we already got our first card. So I'm kind of just doing a basic, whatever needs to come to the surface kind of theme. The Star Keeper comes out. Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. It's an interesting card. I like that aura kind of around this energy too. Kind of creating this egg of information. And it feels like there's a lot of information coming in through your field at this time. And it's interesting because I've been feeling this like balloon head energy in my frequency this last few days, and I felt it in a few clients as well when I'm tapping into their energy. So we're just gonna kind of start by opening the frequencies here a little bit and resetting some of this energy. I just had a session and I got the most interesting download, and so it kind of got me in that motivated energy to do some more readings, just to shift that and kind of take in those downloads of what just came in. So it was really tied to like shifting energetic frequencies through, it looked like a barcode. So it was super interesting. New download, seeing how my energy's working. So we've got the Star Keeper card, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. And so maybe a lot of this is actually tying to, well, think about this. We have to stay grounded to seed that light. So it means we have to really plug into these bodies, because a lot of us live outside of the body and we really struggle to do that human part of that human aspect, as confusing as that sounds. And what we're being shown right now is we really need to come back into this frequency for a little bit and allow that light to shine. We were talking about this flashlight energy the other day, when the energy was shifting from into that luminary collective. It's like that light shining bright, right? And it's like all the light workers coming together like bright flashlights, helping you shine your light as well. Because the more we have evolving and coming forward, the more shifts that take place on this earth plane altogether. And we can't shift anybody's perspective. All we can do is keep doing what is normal for us. The 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. This feels like a lot of movement. And also with this energy, we do have that Lionsgate energy coming forth right now. And I know there is a little bit of Egyptian energy coming out recently, and it's coming out in the middle of the month. I have like distraction outside. Interesting. I don't usually get distracted easy, but it's that loud energy. Okay, the 7 Star Sisters says birthing creations. This to me feels like a lot of movement. It also feels like a lot of people coming together, but also kind of what I'm seeing is it's like there's things in the universe working in your favor, because they're maneuvering you through these obstacles, these shifts that are taking place right now. And I was just going to shuffle the deck, but I kind of want to take this bottom one too. It's interesting, and this one says birthing creations. And we had this doorway in the chest here, and the next one here is the blue flame, and you see this being walking through that light, that doorway. and we have that 7 sisters dancing in the universe, and we have this doorway, so it's like needing to come back through this body so we can enter fully into this earth plane. So this blue flame says spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. And that's where that bubble comes into in that head, is like we've been really, oh my gosh, look what's at the bottom as I'm talking about this, earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I shit you not. And there's that bubble that I was talking about, right? But it's like we do have to actually get on this earth plane, even if we are these starseed beings, so that we can bring forth that knowledge. But it has to actually come through that portal and back in through that earth plane. So it almost feels like we're gonna reset here all the way back to the mother's womb. So we're gonna pull our energy back to that womb of the mother just for a second, because I want to reset some things here. So that when we come into this body, we bring all of that information and we pull it all the way through like a bubble around us. And we're just going to allow those downloads to come forward as I move some energy here. We're just going to allow that information to integrate. And it's going to kind of feel like a pulsing around you, like a whole bubble. And we're going to take all that information from that womb. As it integrates, it expands through until now. And we're just going to allow that bubble to now integrate into your adult field. Dime aski shitotra maya skiamai. Dia mayandi asi shimotia tromoyandi aya mayasanai. Okay. Wow, this is crazy. So underneath that earth card, as I look over, I seen the void and I was like, yeah, I feel like that's literally what we're in right now. But it says stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Dude, I swear I didn't even see these cards until I seen them. So this is a time right now where you're going to take this information in. So how do you start living that human experience without getting lost in the human dynamics? It feels like you're going to be in this void, and I have to pull the next one too because it just makes sense. But this void is asking you to really take time to integrate this shift that just took place today, because that was like a whole bunch of timelines coming into themselves and then like compacting. It was really fascinating, that work that we just did, but it really tied to that umbilical cord. So there was a lot of healing that went through that, but then it also is like transferring through each umbilical cord. I seen this picture one day and it was kind of talking about how part of you is in your grandmother's womb, because when your mother is in the grandmother's womb, her womb already holds the eggs for you, in a sense. And so because that umbilical cord goes from umbilical cord to umbilical cord, we're just passing all that information of how they can integrate their magic into self in that moment as well, healing that energy. as well going forward. Now, the next card here says baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense, right? So this is going to be what's happening moving forward, is we're really just allowing ourselves to take those baby steps. Yesterday I had a day where I was doing a little bit of work at home, but it was just kind of a chill day. And I went to the grocery store to get some stuff for supper, and I was just like, man, I don't want to just go straight home. I'm not feeling that. I just want to listen to my tunes and go for a little cruise. It's kind of my thing. And instead of taking just like one back road that kind of loops me out behind town and back in, 15 minutes, I was like, oh, I'm going to go this way. And I kept taking more rights than lefts. And I found myself 30 kilometers up a mountain. And I ended up driving all the way around this mountain. And all of a sudden I was on the road for about 2.5, 3 hours yesterday, because I just, like, my soul wanted it, needed it. It was a road I'd never been on, so it was just like a whole new spontaneous thing. But it reset my energy. And it's helping me kind of walk through that door now, right? But that's kind of what that was yesterday too, was allowing myself to just do it. Even though, I necessarily shouldn't have done it in a human logical mindset, right? Because of this, that, and the other thing, and the cost of fuel and blah, blah, blahs. But that was what my soul required. Like, I didn't choose that. My soul did. And if I would have, hesitated or shut off my intuition, I wouldn't have had that energy frequency come in that I did last night and yesterday, and the downloads that I'm getting today, and the shifts that are taking place already from that drive. So be spontaneous. Allow yourself to step into those frequencies and just do. Cracked open here. This is the last one, because I want to keep going. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So let's release that facade of who we believe we are supposed to be and what our parents have projected that we're supposed to be. We're here to deconstruct their shit, right? You signed on to help their family line free themselves from all of these karmic relationships. These things keeping us trapped from ourselves, right? This is us not being able to connect with self. And so it's about helping that ancestral line, and in order to do that, we have to deconstruct it. So anywhere that our family is holding projections and expectations of us, just release those. Those aren't yours. What is your soul asking you to do? Take that in and do it. Take that human aspect out of it for a minute. Yes, I'm telling you to plug into your body, but I'm not saying go and be a whole human. I'm saying take your information, your knowledge that your soul's holding, and allow it to help you maneuver through these human circumstances. Shift the narrative. Let go of so many human programmings that say we have to do this, that, and the other thing to get through. When our parents tell us, I had to work hard, so you should have to work hard. But yeah, aren't you sick of just working, paying bills, and dying? Because that's not what I came here for, and I won't do it. It's not part of my mission. I'd rather drive around a mountain for no fucking reason at all. Just because I can. Shift the narrative. All right, guys. I'm going to end there. I will chat with you all soon. Take care.